All right, welcome everybody. Welcome to PB Podcast. We got my brother Zach and Steven Blanks. Anyway, we're talking about the NFL today. What's going on with Week 4 and some predictions for Week 5 as well. So I'm gonna let Steve talk about it, our NFL expert.
Alrighty. As y'all know, I'm a big Saints fan. You know, my boy right there just chilling like a villain. First half of our game, man, I swear. Well, not even first half. First 5 minutes into the game, I thought we were like dead because Detroit scored 14 unanswered. Like not even 5 minutes into the game. It was kind of scary. But after that, my Saints popped off. Smooth sailing, 35 unanswered points. And yeah, that was a good game. Shoot, Zach, what game you want to talk about?
I mean, we had a couple of games. Look at the list now. We had only one a couple of actually really good games this week. You had the Browns beat the Cowboys in Dallas, which was actually a shocker. I mean, you saw Odell finally break out since his injuries and all media and all the crap that's been going around with him. You saw Joe Burrow finally win his first game. You saw like the 3 weeks in a row a Thursday night football game has been awful. I'm tired of them. I want a good. We have a good one this week. I think this Thursday's it's Buccaneers and Bears. It's actually a really good one, actually.
Yeah. I do want to talk about the Browns Cowboys game. I'm not a big Cowboys fan, but I'm a bit of a Cowboys fan. And I do feel bad for Dak Prescott. I'm sorry.
Dak Prescott has no help. No help at all. Zeke.
What kind of help? What are you talking about?
What'd you say?
Not versus the Browns, he didn't.
They put up, literally, they still had 38 points. The defense is awful.
I know, but Dak has help. He's throwing it to, Cooper, CD Lamb. He's throwing it to everybody.
Oh,
he's throwing it to everybody. Don't get me wrong. They're doing good. But what I'm saying, like,
I think it's their defense. Their defense can't stop anyone. You let up almost 50 points to the Cleveland Browns. I mean, don't get me wrong, they got really good rushing attack. Baker's Baker. But I mean, you put up 38 points, you expect to win.
They are third in points per game.
Yeah. They're doing really well offensively. Defensively, I just don't think they're there yet. And they'll get there. It's only week 4. I mean, they're in the weakest division in the NFL, so
they are in the weakest division. And the reason why I say I said he ain't had no help. I meant like they have no running game for real. And you guys, you'd think Zeke will be doing something. Last week, Dak had more rushing yards than Zeke.
Yeah.
This week he only had 54 yards and 1 fumble. And we're talking about Dallas, who has one of the best O-lines in the league, at least top 5 O-lines in the league.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. He's just been looking worse and worse every game now.
Yeah.
It was years, but now it's like game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Chiefs and Patriots. I know I was excited for it before Cam Newton tested positive.
Yeah. It kind of killed the game.
What did you guys think?
We actually talked about that. I was like, hey, if Cam Newton have a good game, I think New England could win this game. And if he was in, I think Cam Newton puts up more than just 3 points in the first half.
Yeah.
But since he ended up getting COVID and stuff, it was just I expected them to get just whooped, but not. But they really didn't get like spanked like that. They scored. I mean, they scored in the fourth quarter.
It was only 16, but I think if Cam's out there, I think they do. It's closer, and then they win because it's the Chiefs. You ain't gonna beat the Chiefs in Kansas City in Arrowhead. You ain't beating them there.
Yeah.
I think it's obviously closer. I mean, the first half from what I saw and what I read, I didn't get a chance to watch it, obviously. But it was just a rocky first half. There was no really offense, really, not a whole lot. But in the second half, it looked like it stepped up, especially in the third.
Yeah. The Patriots threw 3 interceptions, so you're not going to win a ball game.
Also the Stidham interception I saw literally hit Edelman in the hand he smacked it, and it went right past him, and then all you see is Tyrann Mathieu just trying for a pick six.
Yep.
Exactly, and that's
That's not really Stidham's fault. It's obviously on Edelman, but Stidham gets the interception on him. But I'm
just it was just mainly the Patriots just didn't have no way to get their offense going.
no.
Even like if it was some errors where Brian Hoyer messed up. That's why he got sat after after the first drive in the third quarter. It was something like around there.
Yeah.
But it was like he could have made it. They could have had 10 points in the first half if he actually did what he was supposed to. Like 9-10 points in the first half if he did what he was supposed to. Like they could have had 2 field goals. It could have been a closer game. It's just that they didn't have no quarterback for real.
Yeah. Let's see what other games there are. I mean, there was obviously we already talked about Saints, Lions, Browns, Cowboys.
Yeah, Atlanta Green Bay was a.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers, man, he's that dude.
Yeah, Rodgers was nice.
He's still doing what he's doing with. I mean, what you said earlier, Steve, when we were talking about without his number 1 wide receiver and his number 2 wide receiver. I mean, I was heard of touchdown passes, and fantasy-wise, he had almost 30 points.
Yeah, it was their tight end. I forgot his dang name. Robert Tonyan. Yeah, he had 3 touchdowns.
3?
Yes, 3 touchdowns. He had 3 touchdowns, 6 receptions, 98 yards. He was balling. Right. Aaron Rodgers was giving him the ball. Aaron Rodgers had a great game. Their running game was great. Also, Aaron Jones, key contributor. He's going to get a big contract coming up soon too.
I think so. Yeah. And what also I was talking to Brad the other day, or actually this past year when they had Jimmy Graham, he goes, Aaron Rodgers loves tight ends. They've never had one. And hopefully himself a really decent tight end for him later in his career, but we'll see.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
And on the Atlanta side, Matt Ryan is
going.
It was some plays where he could have made something happen, but he's just not what he's not what he used to be. He was never like a mobile quarterback, and there was some plays where he was moving in the pocket trying to make throws on a run. It wasn't working, but yeah, the Atlanta didn't have nothing. Their only shining star was Todd Gurley. He had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's not. I mean, he's still splitting time too with Brian Hill down there. So
I'm saying.
Yeah. Another game was the 0-3 battle between the Vikings and Texans. I didn't see it. The Vikings. I mean, Kirk Cousins not that good of a quarterback. Not that good. He's awful. Texans just. I saw it was a stat. It was the Texans spent the most in the NFL on like their players and like on their team, and they're 0-4, and they just fired Bill O'Brien, who's their head coach and GM actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but actually,
didn't have a terrible game.
No, he never does. He just doesn't. You get rid of DeAndre Hopkins, who's arguably the best tight end in the game, or not tight end, wide receiver in the game, for David Johnson.
They're not even a really big running team either. You got potentially one of the best quarterbacks in his draft, Deshaun Watson, 2017 draft, I think. Yeah, 2017, I believe. Got one of the best people in that draft, and you have no weapons for him besides Will Fuller, who actually had a good game, 6 receptions, 108 yards.
I mean, they got Brandon Cooks on there, but Brandon Cooks is hurt. When has Brandon Cooks ever been healthy?
Yeah, and they only had 96 rushing yards, which is
and Deshaun has most of those.
Yeah,
I mean, Houston, they're not like a big running team though.
No, I don't think that trade was good. I think you should have kept DeAndre with Deshaun Watson, and that's a dangerous unit right there. But we also had it was not really an upset, but we had the Panthers over the Cardinals, which with Panthers without Christian McCaffrey. I'm liking Teddy Bridgewater so far this year. I think he's doing pretty good. I think Carolina, they're still rebuilding, but they got a lot of offensive weapons. Mike Davis has stepped up for them. I think the Cardinals, what they didn't do too hot was Hopkins didn't get involved a whole lot, and Kyler Murray didn't produce that well. I think he had 2 picks.
He had 3 TDs. No, he didn't throw any interceptions.
Yeah, 3 TDs.
Murray didn't have 2 picks?
He had 3 TDs. It was mainly just, if you look at their offense, it was probably their running game. Kyler Murray had the most yards with 78 yards, 6 attempts, and Kenyon Drake had 13 for 35 yards. They just I don't know. It was just their offense probably was looking flat. I didn't get to see the game either, but
I didn't see that one. No.
Teddy B.
I guess Carolina must have just dominated on both ends. I mean, Teddy Bridgewater had 276 yards, 2 touchdowns, an interception. Mike Davis had 84 yards.
Yeah.
They was looking pretty nice. I ain't gonna lie. On the stat sheet, they was looking nice. I seen a couple of the highlights too. Teddy B's looking pretty nice. I mean, they're 2-2, just like Arizona. They're still they're third in their division, the Panthers. Well, they should be third. I think they are.
I think they are. Let me see.
Because I know the Saints are 2-2. The Patriots. I said Patriots. See, that's how you know Tom Brady.
With New Orleans, Tampa Bay's 3-1.
Yeah, I'm about to say Tampa Bay's 3-1. I know they were. They're something like that.
Tom Brady.
He had 5 TDs.
So he's looking like Tom Brady from his MVP year.
I gotta talk. I mean, I'm gonna talk about Brady, but let's talk about Justin Herbert, man. I swear he's balling out. 3 touchdowns, 20 catches for 25 attempts.
Yeah.
290 yards. That's nice, man. If you just eliminate that one interception he threw, shoot, we looking at they might have won this game.
I mean, if they had a better rushing, or better game on the run, they only had 50 yards.
Yeah, but Austin Eckler, he got hurt
in the first quarter,
hamstring injury. He they need a running back now.
Well, no, they're gonna do running back by committee. They got Joshua Kelly down there and Justin Jackson. So we'll see how it goes. The Seahawks edged out the Dolphins in Miami. I didn't catch that game a whole lot. I mean,
I'm not surprised.
My vote for MVP this year so far is Russell Wilson.
I wanted to bring it up. Who are your top 5 quarterbacks during this season, and who do you think is going to end up being the MVP?
Russell Wilson, like he said, 16 touchdowns in 3 games.
Oh yeah.
Well, between the first 3 games, he had 16 touchdowns, tying with the most ever in 3 games with Peyton Manning.
No, he beat Manning.
And he won the MVP Peyton Manning in 2013. So I don't see how he doesn't win MVP. Second place,
he is. I think he's good. But the top 5 QBs, I think, is not in any order. I mean, I'm just saying. Russ, you got Patty for the Chiefs. You got Lamar, obviously. I think Josh Allen in Buffalo. Buffalo's actually 4-0. And then that 5th one, you can kind of go a couple different ways. I don't even know who you could go for that 5th one.
Drew Brees.
I'm
just messing with Steve. I'm just trying to mess with him.
I probably say Aaron Rodgers so far.
My 5, I'm going to have to go with Russell Wilson, of course. He's number 1, but it's not in no particular order either after him. Russell Wilson, I have to say Josh Allen, balling. He straight balling, man. Like, he really is balling. And it's under the radar because he's in Buffalo. But
Buffalo team, man. Their defense.
Yeah,
Josh Allen's good.
Yeah, them 2. Pat Mahomes, of course, he's best QB in the league. I mean, well, not right now, but like not performing like Russell Wilson, but he's still, I think, one of the best QBs in the league.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Aaron Rodgers at 4. I mean, whatever you want to put him at. Aaron Rodgers is balling out, and 5. You have to go Lamar.
You have to.
Either Lamar or Brady. Brady had a great game last game.
Brady's right there, 5'6". You can interchange a couple of them. They're all within the same tier, though. I mean, Brady's like 4 or 5 years younger, a little bit more mobile than he is. I think he's won the way he's playing now, man. I mean,
You can even put Dak in that conversation too.
yeah. How about Dak? Dak's tearing it up. Actually, you probably throw Dak in there and take one of them out.
That's what I'm saying, because he 500 yards last game, 502 yards, 41 to 58. 41 to 58. 58, like last week he had almost 60 passes thrown.
Yeah, and I want to talk about week 5 coming up. The Cowboys got a kind of an easy route going at the Giants. New York football is just a joke at this point.
It really is.
They are.
You cut out, Zach. You say?
I said MetLife Stadium. You gotta stay out of there.
MetLife Stadium, you get injuries going in there, man. I swear to God.
So many.
Bring up some matchups for week 5. I want you guys to tell me what you guys think. I'm not gonna bring up all of them because that's a lot, but I'm gonna bring up the most interesting ones to me. First up, we're gonna have which one are we got? The Bucks and Bears. So the Bucks are a hot team right now.
I think Bucks win. It's a really good Thursday night football game.
They're both 3-1.
Yeah, they're both 3-1. I think the Bucks come on top, stick with the division lead. I think Bears fall back. Thing that kills the Bears is that offense. I mean, who you gonna start? You starting Nick Foles? You starting Trubisky? I don't like Trubisky at all. I don't think he's that good. He hasn't shown anyone why he's that good, why he was back and pick. But I think Tampa Bay takes it, even though they're in Chicago.
I totally agree with you. The only thing, I think the key contributing factor to the Bucks not blowing them out is that defense, is the Bears defense. If they can contain them with that, because the Bucks O-line isn't the best.
No.
But but if the Bears defense is on that field for longer than 35 minutes, yeah, the Buccaneers is just gonna want to beat them. Beat them.
Another one that grabs my eye. We're gonna go Bills Titans, both undefeated teams.
Yeah, they're both undefeated. It's still up for debate if the Titans can play. I know they haven't had a positive test of COVID since Sunday, so I think if I think as long as Friday they're okay, I think it's still good to go on Sunday. They're in Tennessee. A lot of offense, I think, but I think that the Bills over the Titans. The Titans have had a lot of close games, but I don't think they've played a team like the Bills yet. I think the Bills go 5-0 and the Titans go 3-1.
Yeah, I think Bills win that game too, because I don't see how you slow down just Josh Allen.
Yeah,
because he can run and throw.
Like, yeah, and they got Singletary.
That's what I'm saying.
They got a nice all. What game?
You're cutting out again, Zach. What are you saying?
I said, what other game you got?
Okay. Chiefs Raiders. Chiefs undefeated still. Raiders 2-2.
The Raiders, they beat 2 good teams though. They did.
The Saints.
They did beat my Saints. They like what? They beat my Saints and then they beat the Panthers, but
yeah.
I don't think they beat KC either. They have a great defense, though. Their defense is actually nice.
Defense is phenomenal. I think Derek Carr needs consistent weapons on that offense. I mean, his best wide receiver at the moment is Hunter Renfrow because Henry Ruggs is out. He's been out for a couple weeks now. His best tight end is he's got Darren Waller out there, who's really good. He got injured though, and they got Jason Witten. I think the Chiefs win. They go to 5-0. It's in Kansas City. You're not really gonna beat Patty down there.
No, yeah, you're not. And the Raiders got too many injuries too.
Yeah,
they got a lot of.
Another one that interests me: Colts Browns, both 3-1. Browns coming off a hot high scoring game. Offense seems to be rolling with Odell.
I like Philip. We'll see. We'll see how Philip Rivers play. Honestly, he looks so weird in that white and blue. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's wearing white and blue in San Diego, but he looks weird in that Colts white and blue. Man, it's I can't get over it still. But
it's like we've seen no Damian Tomlinson in the New York Jets green.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's just it's cringe. But I think that Browns defense is gonna suffocate him if he don't figure out something though.
I agree.
I have to go Browns over Colts. Colts got that embarrassing loss to the Jags. I think it was week 2. I think Browns coming off that 49 points against the Cowboys. I think they keep it up, and I think Browns in that one. I'm looking at the list now. I think the Texans get their first win over the Jags. Another interesting game I saw. What was the other one I saw?
Chargers Saints is going to be a good one.
I think Chargers Saints will be a good one. Justin Herbert makes his Monday Night Football debut. That'd be a good one.
I'm kind of scared for that game, just because I know Saints defense when it comes to rushing, they're in the top 5.
Yeah.
But when it comes to passing, they're at the bottom half. They're at their 20th. Probably even lower than that because Matthew Stafford was threatening them at the end of the game. But we have so many injuries in our secondary too. But I think that's gonna be a scary game. If Justin Herbert plays like he played the Bucks, I think my team might lose.
Yeah, it's falling
what's up?
If they lose, they're going to fall to 2-3. It's not going to look good for New Orleans.
That's right.
The city of New Orleans is struggling this year
with everything. What Breeze said earlier in the year and all that blah blah blah. But I think I don't know. They could win that game. They could really win that game because I don't know. I just feel they just need to win that game.
Yeah. A game I actually think might be a decent one is Bengals and Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like it because Joe Burrow's come off his first career win. Let's see what he can do against one of the best AFC teams, especially a division rival. Giants, Cowboys. Cowboys are going to win that one.
Yeah, it's an easy win.
We don't talk about Rams in this town, so I ain't even going to mention them again in the podcast.
Yeah, I think the Cardinals are going to pull through as well.
I think the Falcons are going to win their first game. Division rivals. They play against the Panthers. I think they're going to win their first game. What'd you say?
I said I think the Panthers win. They're 2-2. I think they're going to try and get a wild card spot. I think they got to do it. They got to do it.
I hear you. I just don't see the Falcons going 0-5. If they do, oh my God.
They blow 28-3 leads. What you want from them?
They're going to haunt them forever.
The Cowboys shouldn't even be the Cowboys. How many wins do the Cowboys have?
Just one. They should be 0-4.
They should be 0-4. That's how bad it is.
That's how bad the Cowboys defense is.
Offense. I mean, the offense is rolling, but yeah, you can't let up 49 points to the Cleveland Browns. Nope. That's their own fault.
Yeah.
Last one I'm going to bring up is Vikings Seahawks. I know Vikings are struggling, and Seahawks are on the roll with Russell Wilson. Which all prediction for this game?
Seahawks easily. Kirk Cousins does not play well in prime time. I don't think he's ever won a Sunday night or a Monday night or a Thursday night football game. So
yeah, I want the Vikings to lose because it's the Vikings. I'm a Saints fan. We have a pretty good history against each other.
Minneapolis Miracle, Steve?
Yeah, that. And even last year, the one I think about the most, though, is when we beat him in the NFC Championship game, where we smacked Brett Favre, and that was the end of his last game. But we ain't going to speak on that. But, I really think Seattle has a lot of injuries. Carlos Hyde and Chris Carson, if I'm not mistaken, if that's his name, but they're injured. Jamal Adams is injured. But I still think they're gonna whoop them. I do. Russell Wilson's gonna make it work.
That ball, I think they take it. It's a decent Sunday night football game. I'm most excited for that the Colts and Browns. Like Austin said earlier, I'm excited for that Bills and Titans and the Bucks and Bears. Be good games.
Yeah,
It's gonna be good games. This gonna be a good week 5 for sure.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Any other last remarks, guys, before we wrap it up?
I'm good.
Mm-hmm. Saints Nation, man. Saints Nation. That's all.
We'll see. Probably 2-3 this week, but we'll see. All right. I'm sorry to roast your team like that, but it had to be said. Thank you guys for watching PB Podcast. I'm sure we will see you shortly, either with another NFL talk or NBA talk. But thank you guys for listening and tuning in and watching, and we will see you very shortly.